So you want a PS5, huh? Well, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan delivered some fantastic news at CES 2023 this week and said, quote, "You should have a much easier time finding one at retailers globally starting from this point forward." This is also pretty good news for those of you that want to buy your second or third PS5. I see you greedy little tech hoarders. The PS5 launched in November 2020 and it quickly became very difficult to find. I am still completely shocked I managed to find one at Walmart that December. This lack of availability was due in part to the global semiconductor shortage as well as other supply chain and logistics issues. And for what it's worth, Microsoft had Xbox shortage issues too, as did Nintendo with the Switch to an extent. No one was safe. Sony also confirmed at CES that the PS5 has now reached 30 million units sold globally. December 2022 was the PS5's biggest month of all time sales, even surpassing the console's launch month. So now that there are more PS5s making their way downtown, walking fast, does that mean we're gonna finally see a new model? Well, there continue to be rumors of a slimmer PS5 model, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet. I'm just terrified of a possible Pro model. I don't think my TV stand can handle that. However, when it comes to new hardware, Sony did announce Project Leonardo, a customizable accessibility controller kit for the PlayStation 5. Project Leonardo features a circular base and a kit of swappable buttons and joysticks that can be fully customized to the player's specific needs. Unfortunately, no official release information or a price were mentioned in the blog post or on stage at CES. Only that the controller is still currently in development. And speaking of things being worked on, Vampire Survivors developer Ponkel has announced more updates are coming, but they'll be releasing at a slower pace. From the sound of the post, it seems that Ponkel has been quite overwhelmed with porting Vampire Survivors to consoles and mobile, in addition to releasing the Legacy of the Moonspell DLC. Ponkel even says in the post that the DLC ended up having quite a bit more content than originally planned, but that the developer is still working on bringing it to mobile. As far as future updates are concerned, Ponkel says that though paid DLC will add more characters, weapons, and stages to the game, the main game will still receive substantial updates in mechanics and content. In 2023, the developer hopes to find a more sustainable pipeline for patches, because they now have to maintain both the mobile and PC/console versions of the game. There must be an insane amount of pressure when you're a small team working on a game that becomes uber popular in such a small amount of time. And to be fair, it's tough to live up to expectations for development teams both big and small, which is something that Bloober team is finding out as they work on the Silent Hill 2 remake. In an interview with Dread XP, Bloober team's marketing chief, Anna Jasinska, said, quote, "The pressure is high since we're dealing with one of the best psychological horror games ever made. We want to stick close to the original, and we will put it in the spotlight for years to come." Jasinska also said Bloober is taking a very safe approach to any changes, but it would consider adjustments that would improve the overall game experience for modern players. This sounds wonderful if peeing your pants to scary games is your type of thing. Seriously, why do you like scary things? I still don't get it. I've asked a bunch of times, the audience, people close to me, why? Why?